What's up, people of YouTube? So today's bike prep topic, disc brakes. And as you can see, this disc brake here is looking pretty sorry for itself. Now, I know from looking at other people's brakes, and they don't really put this as a list of high priorities on maintenance work, but I do. So here's a couple that have been wrecked, not by me. Without actually running your finger on these, it's difficult to show you just how nailed they are, but you can see the bluing. See all the blue in there? That's from the metal overheating. And the minimum thickness is stamped on every original disc. 2.5 is the minimum on that one. And what we'll do is we'll just tell you, well no, we can't tell you, because to measure a disc brake you need to measure that portion there. Well, what happens is you get a lip forming on the edge. It's impossible to measure it with a vernier, because the vernier is always going to measure from the edge. What you need is a micrometer, or a micrometer as I call them. Especially this one, you can see where some clegg nut spoofed the bike up by painting it spray can silver. You can still see the spray can silver on the wear ridge. See, now that disc looks really thick, but it's thin like paper. Anyway, this one, the pads destroyed themselves after riding through a river. Honda pads have got a habit of doing that. I don't know why, but they do. And I'm left with a load of crusty crap, and the brake really does not work at all. I have taken a reading. Although they've got the lip on the outside of the disc, because it's a wavy disc, this bit here is always in contact with the pads, even if my camera won't focus. So you can measure these with a vernier just by dropping it in there like that, squeezing it off, turning it around. It says 4.33, minimum thickness is 4mm. So even though I'd be tempted to take that down the engineer shop and get him to skim some off, it's right on its limit anyway. Right, just let that brainiac spill his million decibels and go by. Now, the downside of having a really thin disc and really thin pads is your piston is a hell of a way out. Oh, here we go again. Another man-child. Right, so your piston's a hell of a way out the bore, which A, exposes it to a lot of dirt and grit, and B, just reduces the efficiency, because everything's at its far tolerances. Hard to explain really, but this caliper's right out on the pins, so it's going to rock more than if it was back home at the start there. Also, the piston, there's not much of the piston left in the bore now, so it's not really as supported as it is with a new set of pads. So basically, what I've been trying to say for the last 4 minutes is once your brakes get to this state, you need to throw them in the bin and buy new ones. So, having said all that, I'm now going to get on the phone to Sanchai Panic and try and get some up here before Saturday. Cheerio now.